Hello, everybody.
Okay, take two.
Take two.
Woohoo!
Take
We're
one
back.
was we didn't really realize we were recording until we realized we weren't recording, and then we realized that what we were recording, we didn't want to record.
We've really got this technology thing down.
I'm really confused. Anyhow, we're in Salem, Oregon today. Just got done having a really nice lunch with one of our kids who actually picked up the tab.
It was amazing.
Yeah, and I said, hey, we'll pick up the
Tip.
the tip. He goes, no, Dad, we got it.
Yeah, it's like he's really adulting now. It's
Yeah,
like, this is cool.
I love it. Yeah, thanks, man. Who can we go have lunch with next week?
I don't know. We got 7 kids.
Yeah, we
so
got
just
7
hit 'em up
kids.
every
We
once
see
in
who
a while.
can
We
we
won't
can
have to
bum
pay
off next
anything.
week. Yeah. Yeah.
We're in
anyhow.
this really cool little park here in downtown Salem, Oregon.
Yeah, this little
It's
canal. Yeah, what is it?
How far is it from our house?
Oh, we're about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours south of where we live. Anyhow, this little canal behind us in its day got reverted from some other thing that moved logs from this area of Salem into the Willamette River.
Cool.
It's pronounced Willamette, not Willamette.
Like Oregon.
Like Oregon, not Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah,
It's not Oregon.
So yeah, we're in Salem. Anyhow,
Why are
long
we
story.
here?
We're here to meet with one of my former professors and mentors. We're going to be doing some training, some more training and counseling, and really looking forward to the afternoon to doing that with our friend and mentor. So a shout out to Dr. David Manick, and just this really cool guy. So
Yeah.
and how appropriate to have a name in the counseling world as Manick. I mean, isn't that hilarious?
It's not spelled like manic, though, but
I think
yeah.
it's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. How are you today, Dr. Manick? I'm great. How
I'm
about
manic.
you? Yeah.
I'm having a manic episode.
I'm having a manic episode.
So we kind of took some time off from social media, still kind of inching our way back in.
Yeah, it's been kind of
So,
nice.
Yeah, I think we're going to start doing more videos like this and sharing more stuff that we're learning.
Yeah, yeah. I
and-
passed my test in
Yeah.
August. My test was the National Counselor's Exam.
So woohoo.
It was a 4-hour test, of which I took 3 hours and 59 minutes to get it done, and I passed it the first time.
Awesome.
A lot of my colleagues takes a couple times, so I was really, really glad that that was done. And so I'm
Yeah.
kind of coming into the home stretch of getting this second career started in counseling, and so really excited about that.
Yeah, yeah, and we're kind of playing with some new rebranding ideas stuff, so we'll share that kind of as it comes out in the next
As
couple
we roll
months.
that
But
out,
yeah, like
yeah.
you said, you should be done hopefully by the end of the year with this whole licensing thing.
Yeah.
So that's really been the focus.
Yeah, and Brenda's been working a part-time job, and
Really
that's been really
enjoying
been
it.
good. Kind of more back
Doing
in a
some
team
building stuff too, and
so
some
that's
coaching,
been a real blessing.
Yeah,
Keeping
yeah.
the lights on, so
Yeah.
thank you very much. I
Well,
appreciate
team
that.
effort here.
Yeah. You know, and I think it's that team effort that we really want to kind of speak to today. You were kind of talking about before we pressed record
Yeah.
about talking about being friends.
There's
Talk.
been-
What do you
well,
mean?
there's just been couples that I've talked to and that have, come through the counseling coaching office that, you hit your bumps in life of your relationship, which is going to happen because life's life, right?
Yeah, life keeps
But
coming at you.
When the times are good, have you laid that foundation of being friends?
Of the friendship.
Yeah, because when times get rough, because they will, there's no question about that. How are you as friends?
Right.
And being on the same team and supporting each other.
Yeah, it's building a house that's going to stand through storms, and if that particular building block is missing, that could be tragedy down the line, because when you need to lean on each other, even if you don't love each other in the moment, but you still know that you like each other, that might be what it is that gets you through that hard time, and that hard time might last a couple years, especially if you have a lot of those people still living with you. And again, that for those of you that are new, the term "those people," even though I'm saying it with a derogative tone, is those are your children, and we love them, and we're very grateful for them. And I think we're still learning a lot from them, even more so as we grow older. But those people get under your feet, and they drive you crazy, which can drive a wedge here.
Yeah.
And if we have this drift going off in different directions, the friendship can die. And if the friendship dies, the marriage can die.
Yeah. And that's a new term that I've heard more and more lately about people drifting in their relationships, and that drift can be into pornography, into affairs, all kinds of stuff. It's
Eating
like,
too much chocolate ice cream.
no, that
could
can never
trip.
be enough. No, we do that together.
Yeah, let's do that together. We are going to ice cream after this is all done. But yeah, you got to be careful of the drift.
Yeah, and I think part of helping that drift is staying connected. That word that Gil uses is connectication, not so much up here, but connecting in your heart level. And I think that's what friends do, is they connect.
Yeah.
And we've talked a lot about, we're going to do a whole nother podcast on, we say it's the little things that make a marriage and it's the little things that destroy a marriage.
Right,
but what are those little things? And something we're so in tune, we try to be in tune with in our relationship.
Well, I know one of the little things that happened at our house.
What? Can you say it?
Because I tell you that you're about 98% perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, about 98% perfect.
Yeah.
So the little thing that really drives me crazy about you is that you leave cupboard doors and drawers open in the kitchen. And so if I walk in there and gouge myself or knock my eye out, it's because you forgot to close the door.
Why don't you just watch where you're walking?
See? See?
Right? Can I get an amen?
Yeah,
hey,
come on.
No,
yeah, whatever.
No, but I realize this fault that I have to overcome.
Yeah, it's
so
really bad.
I'm practicing and working on it. And are you giving me kudos when I do close stuff?
Yeah, I do. I said, that's what friends do for each other. They close the door.
No, I mean, when I do it, you say, good job for remembering.
I go, thank you.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm hearing that.
But back to this issue of friendship. Do you have one another's back? Mm-hmm. And when it really is difficult, what is the shared meaning that you have that kind of is that glue? Like, you remember doing the wall, the concrete that holds you together is safety and trust. And if you go selfish, and if you go self-centered, and if you go self-seeking, do you kind of get a theme of what I'm saying here about that self thing? You're going to screw up your friendship. I mean, friends don't get selfish. They help each other out, even if it costs you something once in a while.
Yeah.
And so that aspect of the friendship, you have to be intentional to protect it.
Right. Right. And like I said, it's the little thing that's going to help improve our relationship is for me to close cupboard doors.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. That would help. That would help.
And you know what yours is? It's my
Yeah,
turn.
I know.
Sometimes he'll leave a glass on the counter and he doesn't rinse it out.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, a
And
cup of coffee and then there's a stain. That way I know which cup is mine. You're not buying it. Yeah, I didn't think so.
But you know what? That could really be something that would really tick us off. And I know it's a minor thing, but it's the little things, like we said, that we can talk.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't know that bothered him until just a few months ago.
Yeah.
We've been married how long? You're just now telling me that? It's like you've been through all this pain all these years.
All these years. All these years. I mean, black and blue marks on my body from running into open doors. Open drawers, open doors. Just shut it. It just
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. You guys can check it on
when I
Accountable.
leave the little bowl dish and the applesauce dries or something like that, yeah, I could probably.
You know what really got me? He scored major points the other day. I have this thing I hate to do, and I don't know if I'm being green because I'm living in Oregon or what, but I rewash out our
lunch bags.
Bag.
The little
lunch
sandwich
every
bags.
day, right?
Yeah.
To be economical,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, I want to rinse them all out and then dry them, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but that and showers, I just don't like to do. So I didn't realize until I got up early this morning, I think, that all the bags were washed and were drying where I keep them. And of course, my love language is acts of service. So for him to do that, it's like, yeah, you scored major points.
So you just heard what she said. Her love language is acts of service. And Brenda is always doing something for me, which sometimes I was like, what? Which I appreciate, but I know that her love language is acts of service. So ask yourself, do you know your spouse's love language? And if you do you speak it? Do you speak it often? It may be unusual or awkward for you to speak their language, but that's part of what friends do is they try to do that for one another.
Yeah.
And so if maybe your words are more of words of affirmation and or physical touch, not sexual, if it's giving gifts, if it's quality time. I think I've hit all of them. You're more prone to speak fluently of what means love to you.
Yeah.
And you could be doing that for your spouse, who is your friend, and they could be completely going, whatever. But if you then start speaking their language, what means love to them, you're now scoring points and taking care of your friendship. And there's dividends, I'll just say. There are dividends.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm meaning, then just, would you get on the right planet or something?
You make everything so sexual all the time.
You're
Why
the
do
one
you
that
do
always brings it up.
Okay.
I mean, you couldn't take your, well,
Okay. Anyway.
you can figure it out.
As friends, even the little things like, oh yeah, I remember we did that love language thing, 10 years ago. Bring it up again. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, but
What is it that, how can I love you better? How can I make your life better? Because if your life's better, then my life's better.
well, back
right?
to happy life, happy wife, happy husband. It makes me think about the other aspect of what friends do is to pray for one another. When she's having a hard day and I know it, then I try to send that little prayer emoji with literally a prayer, not just, oh, I'm gonna pray for you, but I literally put it in print.
Yeah.
And just, and such, just not as a word of encouragement, because there's some things I can't do for you.
Right.
And I know that only God can do that.
Yeah.
And so when I inject that into our relationship, that I'm starting to trust God with you, that helps. But there's also that understanding that that's another level of friendship and intimacy that, let's just be frank, that creates compassion. And the more compassion that we have toward one another, life just goes so much better. It's not supposed to be this complicated.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be having fun with this.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
be
why we're going to
friends.
go see Dr. Manic, is to go figure out what more we can learn to not.
But all that stuff, that's our stuff.
That is our stuff.
Yeah, that we've learned through the years.
Yeah.
That we're still working on. We
Yeah.
don't have it
Yeah.
at all.
So a
We're
little
working-
quick plug. Next month we'll be down in Little Rock, Arkansas with Family Life's annual Step Family Summit. If you are in the Little Rock area or considered doing anything with Step Family Ministry, that is the place to be. So go to Family Life, or you can maybe even see
FamilyBlended.com
it on
or summitOnStepFamilies.com.
Right. And then
a great lineup.
we're going to be coming back more with some videos, podcasts, and kind of getting geared up again here in the next few weeks. But we just kind of wanted to surface and say, hey, thanks for your prayers. Hope you had a great summer.
Yeah.
And just really appreciate everybody that tunes in, and continue to encourage each other.
Yeah. I
Cool.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, over and out.
See you around.
Happy fall.
Yeah, bye. Bye-bye.